Welcome.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time it is. Welcome to the Thirsty Boys podcast number 2. And we got some pretty interesting questions today. We're recording this pretty late, so yeah. Pumped, yeah. Alright.
Excited to answer some good questions.
So let's get into the questions right away.
Alright.
Would you like to answer this question first?
Sure, go ahead and ask me.
Alright. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Alright. What I want to say first, like the first thing that comes to mind, it's probably when I broke my collarbone. Although that's not like widely known information. So I'll go ahead and say another story that happens to me. When I was in 6th grade, I was at this private school. This is actually where I met Big E. And they had these mangrove trees. They're like mangrove type trees. And their rule, you couldn't climb the trees. Like, you just weren't allowed to. I think that's just a common rule. Like, if there's trees at a school, you just don't climb them. But I was like, I didn't want to be at that school because prior to that, my school that I had been going to since kindergarten closed. So I didn't want to be at the school. I was just angry. I hated the school. I hated the kids there. I hated, the staff. I just didn't want to be there. And so I was like, you know what? They say don't climb the trees. I'm gonna climb the trees. So what I did is I would climb up the mangroves and I would like take naps practically. I would just rest in the trees and read a book. So one day I just was reading a book in the trees like I always did. And I don't know what happened. I think I actually dozed off for a second and I fell out the tree. And you have to understand, I was laying down, like I was leaning on my back. So I fall down on my back and my legs open up, like my legs open, and I ripped my pants like down from my crotch all the way up, like, halfway up my butt there. I ripped my pants. It was a huge, it was like a little tear that I could hide. I ripped my pants, dude. Like, I ripped my pants worse than SpongeBob. And see, that's not even the worst thing about it, right? Because, so what? You ripped your pants. It's not that big a deal. I just explained that I fell out the tree. And, I thought the one way that I could make this so that it's not embarrassing is to act confident. Because confidence, a lot of times, even though it's corny saying, confidence is key. So, if you act confident, people just believe that what you're doing is normal. That's the only way I can put it. So I got up and I just walked over to the bench where the teachers were. I just walked up to them and I said, let me use my voice that I did. I ripped my pants. And they're like, what? Where? And I just kind of point at the massive rip in my pants. And I was just like, I didn't say anything. I just kind of pointed my hands in that direction. They're like, oh, okay. And the principal was there. Very nice man. He was probably my favorite person at school. And he said to follow him. So I go, and he was thinking of different ideas. He was like, maybe we could get a jacket and tie it up, cover up the area. And I was like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man to man, like, that works for when I'm walking around, but when I sit down, it's gonna be pretty noticeable. And he was like, I understand. So he told me to go to the bathroom. He was gonna look in the lost and found if there were any shorts that I could use. And the thing I didn't want to happen was I didn't want to be gone for like 30 minutes, right? Because then people think right away, the immediate thought is this dude sharted his pants, and he has to go change his pants because he pooped himself. So that's the main thing I didn't want to happen. I was like, I do not want people thinking that I pooped my pants. Anyway, he couldn't find any, and this man was so nice. He said, all right, I'm gonna go home, find a pair of shorts for you, and bring them over, all right? I just want you to wait in the bathroom. So I did that. And I waited. Man, I waited for 24 minutes, I want to say. Came back, pair of shorts that was a bit too big for me, but it was alright because I had a belt. I just had to keep kind of pulling up the pants. And so, of course, my biggest fear happened. I walk into the class I swear it was like a whole class period later. They were already, because I think what happened is after we were outside, we had history and then science, I think. And they were already halfway into science when I walked into the room wearing different pants. And everyone is gonna think this dude pooped his pants, right? And I'm not gonna just barge into the room saying, oh, I ripped my pants. Because, I don't know, they probably would have thought that's disrespectful because that school was so strict. Excuse me. And I want to say that's just embarrassing. Walking to the class, a whole class period late, wearing different pants. That's gotta be my most embarrassing memory in recent history. What about you, Dr. Thirst?
All right. So this happened to me around 2 to 3 years ago.
It happened 2 days ago when you said your name was Fabo. No,
we'll get to that later. Fabo.
Oh yeah. I'm just kidding.
All right. So
story for another time.
So this was 2 to 3 years ago. We went to Tennessee, and Tennessee's it's different from Florida, obviously. Tennessee has mountains and stuff like that, and Florida's pretty flat. So I'm like, damn, look at all these hills and stuff. So I'm like, I'm experiencing this. I'm having fun. I'm looking around. It's beautiful. And we're walking around in this little touristy town or city kind of. And in this little touristy city, everyone's walking. And this was around winter. And, winter fashions, usually cream colors, light green colors. So I was wearing
lots of flannel.
Yeah. So I was wearing a cream, long sleeves with some camo pants. And we were walking around. We're looking for a restaurant. We're hungry as frick. And I see this hill.
I think it's important to mention the crowd of people that resides in Tennessee.
Yeah, there was a lot, a good crowd of people. But I'll get into that in a bit. So I see this hill, and I don't know why. My brain said, dude, you have to jump off this little hill. So I just listened to my brain and said, yeah, you're right. I do have to. So I climb up this hill. It's not that big. It's 5 feet, 6 feet, somewhere around there, maybe bigger. So I called for my mom's attention. I'm like, Mom, look, Mom, everyone look, everyone please look. And I wasn't aware I was actually causing a crowd, a good crowd of maybe
I mean, you were saying everyone please look.
I meant my family.
They probably thought you were about to give a speech.
Yeah. So
you were standing on a hill saying everyone watch.
I felt so stupid after this. So I count down 3, 2, 1. I kind of slip. I kind of jump 2 centimeters. I landed in some wet leaves. I slip and I fell on my butt, on my side actually, come on my butt. that area, I'm filled with mud. And remember, there's a group of people watching. Everyone continues walking, starts laughing, and there's like this.
I don't know how to put this in.
I'm just gonna
PC
say
terms.
a gang of hillbillies. Not a gang, like a group of hillbillies. And they're like, should have caught that on camera. And the whole group of hillbillies started laughing. I was so embarrassed. Like, I just, like, I was in so much shock, I just laughed it off. Like, yeah, so funny. I fell.
You know what you didn't do at least is what I used to do when I was younger, and that is the that was awesome route. Do you know, you may not have done this, but I'd show you new kids who they would have fallen or they did stupid stuff and they were hurt, but they laughed and they were like, that was awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't like that. Alright, excuse my language, but I felt retarded. I felt stupid.
He felt like a piece of gum that speaks retard.
And yeah, that was so embarrassing. Like, literally, a group of hillbillies laughing at you. And they had like gray beards, jean jacket, leather hat. Not leather hat.
These
but
are,
like,
slapping people, like, whoop.
Yeah, I was really embarrassed.
Nan do like that.
Also, to bring up this, what Moochlight said earlier, Fabo. So we tried recording a Roblox video.
It didn't work.
It didn't work since we got pretty crappy computers, and we were using OBS to record, but it was laggy as frick. So we're just doing this podcast now.
Which, I mean, it's stupid. I think that's due to my internet, because I did a couple Witcher recordings, and it's a pretty high resolution game, and it never lagged once.
I don't know. I think since Roblox is like a online game.
Yeah, it takes up.
I don't know.
It's more.
I found it weird and stupid, but oh well. Hey, I think this podcast is pretty fun. But to continue the Fabo story. So when we were recording the Roblox,
excuse me, I'm out of water. Sorry.
When we were recording the Roblox video, we were like trying to, we were playing Roblox in high school, if you know what that is.
We were trying to find hot babes.
Yeah, we're doing like a little competition. Whoever found
got a
girlfriend Roblox girlfriend first won the challenge. And
but not like a girl, just like whoever got a fling first won.
Yeah. So we made our characters look good. We made our characters look buff. That kind of
They
stuff.
were tall, like, the things that. Well, so look, he made himself a Chad, right? And I saw the face he had, and it was like this chiseled face, Roblox face. And I was like, you should give yourself long hair and name yourself Fabio.
And my dumb ass.
He did it, but his dyslexic ass, he types in the name. I'll tell the story. Right?
Alright.
He types in his name, right? He has long hair. He has his hair in a man bun. And I look at him like it looks perfect. And he comes close to me, and his name is censored. It's censored. I'm like, it censors Fabio. Oh my god. So I type Fabio into the chat, and it wasn't censored. I'm like, why is his name hashtags? And so I'm like, maybe he spelled it F-A-U-B-I-O. I tried that. I tried spelling every type of, form that I could think of Fabio. And so I asked him, like, how did you spell Fabio that it censored it? He said, I just put Fabio, F-A-B-O. And so he really, said, "You dumbass, that's Fable."
Uh,
I started dying.
we started dying. I started dying from stupidity.
The thing is, he was so confident. He was like, I said, "How the hell did you spell Fabio?" That it censored it. And he was like, I don't know. I just spelled Fabio, Fabo, Fabio. And I started laughing, and I showed him every way that you could spell it.
And now that's my Roblox character name.
Yeah. And he eventually fixed it to Fabio. And then whenever he tried to get a girl, I walked up to him and I said, "Have you met my friend Fabio? No, Fabo."
I'll put up a picture of how the Roblox character looked like.
Yeah. You should also put up mine. It's Will Smith from Aladdin.
Yeah, and you're not wearing anything, dude.
Oh yeah, not safe for work.
I'm still gonna put it. I don't care. So yeah. What else? Oh, one more thing. When we were trying to record the Roblox video, we did an intro. You know, like we did for this podcast. I find intros to be the most hardest things ever. You know.
Yes, just because an intro can make or break your video. You don't. It's the same thing with like those outros. You don't want to be like, "Please like and subscribe." YouTube.
Yeah, I don't want it to sound corny, but you know, you kind of have to get people's attention.
When you're starting off, because you know, I don't care how professional we try to make our video, we are still novices to this form of entertainment, and you can't go right in without having some form of introduction built up.
Yeah, so we did like an intro at least 15 times. And one of the last times we were getting really frustrated. This was like 2 days ago. And this is late at night, like at 1 a.m. Well, not as late as right now.
Today.
We're recording this at 2 a.m. You know, because
thinking hours.
Yeah, thinking hours. So I'm dying. I'm tired. I just want to make a video, you know. And I said, "What's up, everybody? Welcome to our YouTube channel." And then I'm like, wait.
No, you said, "What's up, guys?" You said, "Hey, guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel." You said, "Wait, guys? We don't." You said, "We don't have any fans." You're like, "Not guys. You don't have any fans." And I just go, "He said we have no fans." And I started laughing.
I'll put some footage of the incident, I want to say. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have the footage, and I'm just gonna say my bad. I didn't realize I had myself muted at the time. And so all you're gonna hear is, "Hey guys." Wait, not guys. We have no fans. You're gonna hear a little bit of silence, then you're gonna hear him laughing.
My squeaky ass, girly ass. Because we recorded this we just recorded our like computer audio. Not really computer audio, but like what we were hearing.
Yeah.
Like we used Xbox Live. And
for the chat,
yeah,
because it's better than most options.
Right now we're recording with Audacity and using Xbox Live to hear ourselves. But I'm pretty sure Xbox Live makes your voice a little different. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But
it sounds better. Just I don't know why. Because we've tried Zoom before, and this sounds better. So this is what we stick with. It's also easier. You don't have to have a tab open all the time.
Yeah. Plus Zoom like lags like your whole computer. Like it makes your audio shit.
Yeah. This is pretty much instant, and it doesn't really lag.
So anyways, I don't know. I hate hearing my voice, and I think my voice is squeaky as frick. I don't like hearing it. Yeah. So
most people don't.
Yeah. I always see memes on Reddit saying my voice in real life, and it's a picture. My voice in my head, it's a picture like Buff Mickey. My voice in when I record, it's a picture like a weak ass Mickey.
Yeah, with his head smashed in and drooling.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, everyone knows that one. You can put a picture of it if you find it.
Boom. Picture right there. I think that wraps up the podcast.
Oh,
would you like to add anything?
Except for one more thing. Yeah, we have to talk at the end of the podcast, in a podcast voice.
Okay.
In an ASMR voice.
Thank you for
We have to
tuning
say
in.
goodbye.
And thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. And my cat just walked into my room. And goodbye.
Now it's my turn. Good night. I hope you had a pleasant day. Thank you for listening to us. I hope you have wet dreams.
Squad fam out.
I kiss you on the balls. Good night.